Hey guys, Raid0AU here, and welcome back to episode 4 of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Well, another episode, another patch, and this update takes us to 5.1. A couple of changes to it. I'll just quickly run through some of them. Main one is turrets now need ammo, and to do that, basically you have to build yourself an ammo box, which I've created a small one here, and you'll see I've got some ammo in there. Basically, they'll draw ammo automatically from that, which I think is not a bad thing. The other thing I've done off camera is basically I've made everything we need to make a small vessel. I've also got the survival crafter out there as doing a whole lot of metal blocks ready for making the capital vessel as well. One thing they've changed in this patch is that you can now build capital vessels on planets, so you don't need to go into space to do that. Not quite sure, once again, how I feel about that. I think in previous videos I've made it clear I'm not too sure about the whole being able to land capital vessels on planets, so being able to build them on there is sort of goes along with that. One thing I have noted though is basically when it comes to building your capital vessel, there's a few things you need to get. Now basically flux coils are one, and flux coils take sathium ore, so you do need to get that. The only place you can get that is asteroids up in space. But the other thing I'm thinking of is because you used to have to use power coils to make the large generator, now they've changed it, you need flux coils, same as the warp drive. What I'm thinking in this episode is I'm going to head over to the Epsilon power station that we found and see if we can't loot that. And I'm thinking that the generators in there, because they're all large generators, that they quite probably now give flux coils. So you need flux coils for the warp drive, you also need them for the gravity generator. Now the only other thing is that basically if you look here on the RCS that you need for your capital vessel, you need advanced CPUs. And to make advanced CPUs, you need neodymium ingots. Now neodymium is not available on Akua. So the only place I know to get that is from bases. So what it looks like they're doing is they're making it so yes, you can build your capital vessel, but if you're starting off on Akua, you're going to have to attack some bases to be able to get the items you need. Now the other thing I'm expecting is if I go over to the power station and destroy some of their generators, there's a very good chance that those will actually give us advanced CPUs as well. So now to prepare for this, what I've done is, because of the changes in one of the previous patches, in fact it might have been, I can't remember if it was the 5.0 or the one prior to that, there was a change to turret ranges on bases. So what I've done is I've made the sniper rifle, which has the longest range, and I'll be looking to use that to take out turrets on top of the base. I've still got my assault rifle. I have learnt the schematic for the pulse rifle, but once again you need advanced CPUs to be able to make that. And I've upgraded my projectile pistol to a tier 2, simply for the extra damage. It uses the same ammo. And you'll note here that basically some of the icons have changed a bit for the ammo and things like that, which looks kind of neat. So I think the plan will be head on over there. Now I just want to make sure this is all. I've been out mining a bit and yeah, I've banged it around a bit, sort of flying over hills and things like that. So I just want to make sure it's repaired up before we head over, because just in case it starts getting shot up by something, I don't want it already to be damaged. Okay. And as I said, I've got the survival constructor working on blocks. So you see here we've got lots of blocks going on. I mined a whole heap of iron and got it to do that. So figured might as well, while we're out and about or doing other stuff or constructing stuff in the bigger constructor that we're able to do in there, that we might as well use the survivor one to do the basic stuff that we're going to need later on down the track. Just kind of makes sense. So, alright. So, that power station is up here. If we got time, I might even have a look at that crashed part of the MS Titan. We'll see how we go. Am I going? So I need to come up this way. There it is, Epsilon Power Station. Don't want to get too close to it with the hover vessel. I don't want to get it all shot up before it has to. So this will probably be a good spot to. It's behind cover at the moment. We can move it forward once we're close enough. So that minigun drone is. Alright, so there it is. So we need to get to within 220. Oh, where are you? Oh. So as I was saying, we need to get to within about 220 of the power station. Hoping there's something we can use as cover. Helps if you load your gun with bullets. Oh, hang on, hang on. There you go. You'll notice also down on the right hand side now it tells you how much ammo you've got left, not only in the gun but in your inventory, which is nice. 3, 4, 6. Go. So I just want to be on the lookout for any more drones. The surprise there was only the one of them. Alright, with that gone, we should be able to bring our hover vessel in a bit closer now. Surprised there's only the one drone here. Seems a bit unusual, but not complaining, just seems a bit unusual. Alright. A quick scout around just to make sure there is only the one. There's not another one floating around somewhere. No. No. Minigun drone down there. So where's that? Is that coming over? Oh yeah, that's heading over. Okay. That's a bit odd. Thought it was a bit strange there was only one. There's normally at least two over here. So, I don't know where he was. Taking a smoko break or something. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't work at the moment, does it? Because we need to take out will do. So I want to sort out the core first, so alright, so if I remember right, there's the core. Oh. Alright, so Ah, of course. Now I've taken the core out. I need to use the remove and repair tool. So, all right. So we got in here. It's okay. Just dismantle some of this stuff. Doesn't take long to get this stuff out, so we might as well take it. What are we getting for those? Not a huge amount, so you know what? Let's keep going. Because the thing I'm really interested in is these. Because I'm thinking these should give flux, coils, and advanced CPUs. Flux coils, advanced CPUs. So if you can find yourself a power station, you should be pretty good for the stuff you need to, well, at least initially, to make a capital vessel. So really there's a little bit disappointing because in a way it bypasses having to make the small vessel initially. So I think to a certain extent there's a level of progression there that you can just skip. But you know, it's pre-alpha, so who knows whether these will stay. Everything sort of is subject to change. And at the end of the day, as with all of these early access games, basically, you know, it is the developer making the game, so you know, they'll make the game that they want to make. So, and kudos to them for it. What we got there? Some missiles, fuel charge. So, yeah, and you get the neodymium here as well. So, which will allow me to make advanced CPUs. But if I look in my inventory here, I've already got 16 advanced CPUs. So. Now, of course, there's a very good chance that some of this may be nerfed in the future, or certainly there may be changes done in the future. So, you know, this is only current for this current build. As to what's valid for the next build that they bring out is, yeah, pure speculation, I suppose. So, okay. What have we got in here? There's a whole lot of ores. Right. Don't have any room. Don't want an aloe vera sprout. Can we drop that, please? Oh, look, put it in here. That can go in there, and that can go in there. I'd rather take this stuff. How's my food going? Probably clear up a couple of slots doing that. A funny feeling we got ourselves a good old-fashioned drone out here. There he is. All right. Looks like he wants to partay. As long as he's not shooting at my hover vessel. He is, bastard. Don't you shoot up my hover vessel. Oh, Jesus. Look at the damage he's done to my hover vessel. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nasty. I'm thinking I'm going to need to put some turrets on there. I have made some turrets for it, but I hadn't got around to crafting the ammo for it and things like that. But whew, look at that. It's just my God. Only took out some blocks. Not doesn't look like he took anything major out. Let's have a look. Am I missing any? No, I got forward, side thrusters. Got my two main thrusters at the back. Everything's alright in the middle. Managed to not take out the core. Just. You see here. Right, guess I'll be doing some repairs when I get home. Oh. We'll take our injured thing back home, I think. Yeah, I think getting this repaired is a little bit is probably more important than going and investigating the MS Titan at this stage. So. But, so my plans are, because of the changes in 5.1, basically I'm still going to make the small vessel, and I'll probably do that in the next video. And while I'm doing that, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the constructor to build most of the stuff that we need to be able to build the capital vessel. As I showed you before, I've been making a lot of blocks and things like that because we're going to need quite a few blocks. And I've got to think about how, if I'm going to build it on the planet, I actually do need to think about how am I going to do that. Because the plan I had for a capital vessel involved the capital vessel starter kit actually being in the middle of the ship, so there being a floor below that and a floor on the a two-story thing, and the middle floor basically is where that would be. So it'd be right smack in the middle of the ship. I suppose to protect it a bit better than having it on the bottom or the top or something like that. So that was the plan. So I just got to think about how am I going to do that if I'm building it here. And I'm thinking that probably the best place to build something, because it's going to be fairly large, is probably in the middle of that water there. Basically we could probably build it there. It's nice and flat down there, and we can slowly build it. Now the build for that is probably going to take, I'm envisaging probably at least a couple of episodes for the capital vessel. I mean, I could certainly throw one together in one episode and get up into space with it, but I think with the capital vessel, because that's going to be my main base, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on it and try to build one. I've got one in my head that whether it works out the way I'm seeing it in my head will be another thing. So I'm going to do, as you can see, we've got 20 flux coils, 16 advanced CPUs, 11 neodymium ingots, so we can make another 11 advanced CPUs if we want to, or if we need to. So yeah, if you can find yourself a power station, that'll be the way to go. Now the only thing that we can't make, basically the advanced constructor needs, let's have a look here, we've got a base, advanced constructor down here. It's unlocked. I haven't grabbed it yet. It needs power coils, and with the power coils, there's a change to those where they now need. They used to only need Sathium, but now they need Erestrum and Zascosium. Now neither of those are available here. They're only available on other planets. So we're going to need to build our capital vessel and head to other planets to be able to build that advanced constructor. That I don't mind. I quite like that, because it means if you want the advanced constructor, it was a little bit too easy to get that previously, I thought. Basically, you're going to have to build these other things and head out, and then you'll get the benefit of that. So, alright, so I'm going to do a bit of inventory management and a bit of constructing. Might do a bit of mining if I need it, off camera, and get ourselves prepared. But the next video, basically what I'm going to do is I am going to make the small vessel. We'll take that up and we'll check out the asteroid field, and I will mine a bit of Sathium, even though I don't necessarily need it right now, just for the sake of completeness. So, here goes the turrets. How much ammo have I got left back here? Oh, they haven't touched it yet. They've still got the ammo that's on them. Alright. So I'm going to end the video here, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next time for another episode of Empyrion. This is Raid 0 AU, signing out.